not sure how. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Guys, how we doing now? We got sound now?
Do we have sound?
Everybody says? Maybe. Maybe not. Good to go.
Oh, do we have sound?
Yep.
All right. Okay, that's good. Okay. Do we have sound now? We're going to start out with Patricia. And Patricia has a job interview. Congratulations, Patricia. And so we're going to see how her job interview tomorrow is going to go. Okay. So I see that, and for those of you who are just coming on, you might see that Patricia retracted her message, but I got a good memory and I remember what you asked. So let's look at the Northeast Southwest of Patricia's job interview.
And if Sally's not looking at the camera, she's looking at the chat.
That's right. I'm so glad that I can see what you guys are saying. Okay, so the north part of it, which is the basic part of it, is the Ace of Wands. And it's the Ace of Wands reversed. So you haven't been getting kind of the opportunities that you want, And so let's hope this is something a little bit better. Yeah, and the news about money hasn't been good lately either. So again, let's hope this is good. Let's go into the fire and the passion and see what kind of energy is coming into this. Yes, love to see that. I absolutely love to see that you go from the Ace of Wands reverse and the Six of Pentacles reverse, and you kind of smash them together and you get the Six of Wands. And the Six of Wands, you've got victory. So when you walk into that job interview, remember, your attitude determines your altitude. Do not be a sad sack. Don't worry about what opportunities slipped through your fingers in the past, and really don't worry about your current financial situation. Look beyond it to what's coming up next, because the seeds of victory are there. So let's see about the West, how things are flowing. Ooh, we've got the Ten of Swords, and I don't like to see that. Okay, but I do understand it. What they're trying to tell you is that you can do all right with this. But again, your attitude is everything. Absolutely everything. And whatever chips you have on your shoulder right now, you got to shake them before you go into that job interview. Because you don't want to walk in there like somebody who's already lost. You want to walk in there like somebody who's winning, because this is what you want to walk away with. And the potential is there for it. So really shake off all the negativity before you go in. Okay. So thank you everybody for tuning in.
Ten of Swords is the center of the table.
Oh, is it? Okay. So I'm sorry that was a little wonky, but you saw all the cards anyhow, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Good.
So, chat.
Okay, so yes,
here's the thing, guys. Sally can't scroll the chat for herself, and I can't see her monitor.
Okay, so I see Haunting Live podcast says, hope all is good this week, and asking for a general reading. And then there's a comment of no sound from Haunting Live and Patricia, and then Kayla, who says hi. So that's the last thing that I see on my chat, honey. And I'm going to go right into Haunting Live podcast general reading. All right, so let's see about Haunting Live podcast and general reading. Let's see how the week ahead is going for Haunting Live podcast. And as always, we're going to do a Northeast Southwest as he's coming into this week. We have tribute, and this is a card of movement, but movement to a higher, to say a higher calling, or moving forward. And basically, it's a reminder that as you move forward, you should stop and say goodbye and tie up loose ends So this might be a good time to tie up loose ends as you go into this week. Ooh, the Ace of Cups. And this tells me about an offer on the way. And you've gotten some positive feedback here. Looks like you're in a pretty good place. Yeah. And when you got to the South and the Passion, it is about balancing and balancing your message and your beliefs and applying it to how you do things. Doing the right thing, doing things in a balanced way. So your current state of mind is helping you a lot, haunting life. And let's see what's flowing in. Haha. And you've got the Knight of Cups, and that's you with that offer. So I know that there has been talk of moving ahead, and it is in the not too distant future. I'm getting within 5 days, so it is in the week ahead that you are going to get an offer and are walking away with it. Just remember to be nice to everybody on your way out. Okay. So
Yes.
can
Wait.
you scroll? Can you scroll? Oh, there we go. There we go. So Kayla says, "Would love to know what you saw for my career." All right. So
You're on your own in the chat because I'm busy with other things here. Setup has changed drastically enough that it's taken me away from the
oh dear.
actual thing.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to tell you to scroll from time to time. Okay, so let's go on to Kayla. And Kayla says she would love to know what I saw for her career. Well, Kayla, I'd love to know too. Let's take a look-see. And we'll all know. And I am using the Pamela Coleman Smith deck. I dearly love. Okay, career-wise, you've got a storm going on around you. As it's coming in, it seems like there's destructive forces at play here. But you show up as being the Knight of Pentacles, so it tells me whatever storms are going on here, you can weather. But know that you've got a fallen leader here. So career-wise, it's saying stand your ground for a while. It's kind of saying wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. But this is a good time for you to lay low and just let whatever's going on around you play out. So if you're going to ask for a raise, if you're going to ask to get ahead, or if you're looking for opportunities, I would be looking ahead more to June. Because right now is a good time for you to keep your head low. All right, so Mary Ann. Hello, Mary Ann. And Mary Ann says she would like to know how my meeting with Jesse goes. Thanks. Okay, so Mary Ann and Jesse. We'll use this deck one more time. So Mary Ann and Jesse. I think that maybe instead of using that, I'm going to go on with the leaner mind. All right. Okay, so Mary Ann. Okay, Mary Ann. Hmm. It actually seems to have gone pretty well. It didn't start off on a good note, and it could have led to a separation. But somehow you got things back on track because it looks like whatever you sparked there, you got energy going in a good direction. Because when we look at the now, It looks like things are more, it shows the hearth, and the hearth shows being in a comfortable position. So I think that you might feel better, more comfortable about the situation. And it says that right now things are much more comfortable. Looking forward, there are some petty annoyances you have to deal with. You got the little kittens around, they're always tangling up the yarn. So it looks like you still have little issues to deal with, but it looks like the big things you've actually taken care of. So you have made some pretty good progress. And when I look at what's on the horizon, you have the crossroads. So it looks like you're headed in a good direction, and there might be more opportunities coming up because there's more important decisions coming up over the summer. Okay, so could we have a downward scroll, please? And we're going to look at Cindy, and Cindy wants to know any advice for the upcoming trip next weekend. And still no sound. Oh, now we got it. Okay. Cindy, we're going to see how things are going for you this upcoming weekend. Okay, so oh, you really need this. You really need to a little bit of a getaway here. Dealing with a lot of spade issues. Um, I've got to say, it's really just what the doctor ordered. You're coming into this weekend carrying a lot of stress, and you've got someone in your life. We all have a frenemy, right? And you've got a frenemy that's kind of really been getting under your skin, and basically doing things by the book and doing things everybody else's way, and just the general bureaucracy is just really stressing you out. So when I look at the now and this trip coming up, and you've got a training year now, that really looks like it's going to be a good getaway for you, and it's going to remove obstacles. It's going to get you moving and thinking in the right direction. You are going to come back refreshed and with a new perspective too, because it looks like you're sending out good messages, and you manage, and your luck changes too. So this is I like what I've seen coming up this weekend. I'm just seeing it as being a real stress breaker. And I could use another scroll there. Okay. And here we go.
Kayla's next.
Yes. And Kayla, I thought I already read Kayla, but that's okay.
Well, you very well could have. I'm just tuning into the
That's
show right
okay.
now.
No problem. Well,
Sorry about the terrible look, guys. I'm having serious problems with this new hardware.
okay, so Kayla, we're going to do another reading on you, and it's going to be with the Lenormand. Would love to know what you saw for career and money, because with Kayla, I saw you as being in kind of a tenuous position right now, sort of having to stand your ground. So let's see what the Lenormand says about Kayla career wise. They're a little bit more optimistic, but the message is still the same. There is a chance for moving ahead, but that comes up more along the summer. Right now, it's really good for you long term career wise, for the higher ups to see a loyalty to the company over loyalty to a certain boss or anything else. Your loyalty always lies with the company, because I really think that there's some changes coming up. And in those changes, some are good, some are bad, but it's a good time for you to just lay low and wait until summer to ask for any raises or anything like that. let things unfold as they will right now. It's kind of like it has nothing to do with you. So it's best that you just keep your head down and do your job and show your loyalty, because the flow of things right now in the long term do hold opportunities for you. I think you just have to wait a little bit for them. All right. So let's see what else we have. And I'm going to do the Lenormand just a little bit more because I'm really liking the Lenormand. Hi, Eva. How you doing? Let's see. Yeah.
Next
Yes,
to bottom.
Amy Mia. Hello, Amy Mia. How will March be for me? Okay, Amy Mia. Let's see. March for Amy Mia. And then I have something I want to talk to you folks about. And this is something from last week, but I wanted to. Okay. So we're getting a lot of same cards, but in a different order for Amy Mia. And Amy Mia wanted to know about her March. And March is operating on 2 levels, and it's basically telling me whatever's moving ahead in March is the things that will pay off. But know that wherever you're getting obstacles, those are things for you to leave behind. So I think that March might be a bit of a sorting out month for you. It does look like love goes pretty well for you. There's somebody in your life that I'm just getting a message of loyalty and love. It's almost like somebody says, I love you for the first time, or something along those lines. But there's just a message that feeds your heart love-wise. And going forward, it looks like you've got a very active summer, and it also looks like you're dealing with a lot of family politics. And I'm glad you have a good sense of humor about that, because it's just one of those things where you just laugh at it because it's always the same thing. Yeah, I'm glad that you don't take it seriously. Sometimes people do. Okay, so I told you, and yes, Howard and Grace, I'll get to you guys, but I wanted to say something. Last week, at the end of the show, I talked about a vision I had, and I was on my laptop, and I don't know whether a lot of you were there, but when this whole Ukraine thing started, I asked for vision. I just wanted to know how it would end. Okay, and I did get a vision, and this, can they see it, or should I put it down the table?
They can see it fine.
Okay, this is exactly the vision I got. And I got a feeling. Now, the one thing that a lot of you notice right now, and it's not a mistake, is that the map of Ukraine is reversed. And that's how it was in my vision. And I got a feeling about this. It's almost like it was a pit, that nobody could cross. And so I'm hoping what it means is that they're going to reverse their stand on the no-fly zone. But that is what my vision was. And, I'd like your input. Tell me, what do you think that means? I'll listen to everybody's input. Please let me know. And we're going to move on to our next. Okay, so I believe Grace is next.
Yes, Grace
and
wants a reading for the week ahead.
Yes, she does. All right.
Welcome, Howard.
Okay.
We take the questions in sequence here, and we'll get to you after Grace.
Okay, and pardon me, it's just club soda, folks. Okay, so Grace. And Grace, I'm going to pull out my old friends here. Love this deck, the Medieval Scapini deck. My sister's got this for me back in the early 90s. And they got me this and a silk bag that went with it. And the silk bag has long since been used to the point where it literally fell apart. But these guys are still with me and still my old friends. So let's see what this community deck has to say to Grace for the week ahead. And we're just going to stick with the Northeast Southwest. Okay, so you're north, which is where your grounding is, where your feet are as you're coming into this week. And you've got the Queen of Coins. So actually, you're coming into this week feeling pretty positive about yourself and feeling pretty positive about the week ahead. That's a good first step, that's for sure. And then when you come into the messages, you have had an indication that there might be a few steps up the ladder for you, because it feels like this whole moving ahead work-wise. And so you're thinking about not just issues of work, but you're also thinking about issues of home and hearth and family and kind of fitting them all together. Okay, so it looks like this week you're going to be looking at rearranging things a little bit, but in a positive way. All these coins show positive situations. And then when you get to the South, the Passion, you've got the Ten of Cups. And Ten of Cups is a very positive card. Even reverse is a positive card. But when it's reversed, it says that the foundation of home and hearth that you want to build isn't quite built yet. Okay, so there is some steps ahead toward getting the home of your dreams and the emotional home of your dreams this week. So it looks like it's a good progress week for you. And then the West, the flow, and how it goes forward. And how it goes forward is it's about money. And this is a week about home and hearth and money. It does say that you should hold, there's this phrase, hold your cards close to your chest. This is a really good week for you to hold your cards close to your chest. Not everybody needs to know what you know. Okay.
Just a reminder, folks, all readings are for entertainment purposes only. And if you'd like to get entertained in person, come on down to the Spa near the tracks in Stratford, Ontario. The number is 519-272-1293. And back to our regular scheduled programming. Howard wants to know about his living situation. Is it going to get better?
Okay, Howard. Well, welcome, and glad you came and joined us. And we hope you join us every week. Howard's living situation. Okay, so let's give that a little turnaround. I need to shuffle it just a little bit more. North, east, south, and west. So your current living situation. So you've got a woman dead center there. And I'm just wondering whether it's because you're not living with her or whether because you are living with her. But it feels like there's a woman who heavily influences this living situation. And I don't get a really good feeling about her, even though the Queen of Cups right side up is usually a good person. And I'm sure that she wants to do the right thing, but it feels like she might be a little self-absorbed. All right, so yeah, I can see that right now you have some of your life situations has changed to where you have a little bit more control. So you're kind of thinking like, I want to get up, I want to do this, I want to do that. So it is like you are looking out to start anew. You are looking out to strike out on your own. Actually, that might not be a bad idea for you to strike out on your own. And I just say that because there's a lot of worry and anxiety here that's not going to go away. And then when I look at the way things flow, you have the Pope, but you have the Pope reverse. So that's kind of like going against the rules, going against what's expected, standing up to the expected norm and striking out on your own. So when you ask if your living situation is going to improve, they're basically pointing out that it's time for you to take charge and strike out on your own and quit doing exactly what's expected of you and what she expects of you, because it's just stressing you out and it's not doing anything but causing you sleep. So this is a good time for you to take charge and change your own living situations. Okay. And thank you so much for tuning in. It's nice to see you, Howard. And Jody, ancestors guidance for me.
No, Aditi.
Oh, okay. So I think, no.
All right, so the question
Oh,
is
Aditi. Yes, you're right.
spirit guides. Guidance from the spirit guides.
Guidance from the spirit guides. Okay. So we're still going to stick with my old friends here. And so Marcy helped out a little bit with what I'm seeing here. She says, Sally, it scares me to think that it might mean that in order to come to an agreement that Putin gets half of Ukraine. I sure hope not, and I sure hope not too. I sure hope not too, because the idea of reversal seemed to play in a lot. He shouldn't get anything but the world's boot in his butt, actually. If you ask me. Okay, so Aditi and Aditi's spirit guides is what we're looking at right now. Okay. Mm. Aditi, your spirit guides would like you to pay a little bit closer attention to your dreams or meditate. Basically, I'm just being told that you're already receiving messages and you're not listening to them. But they can tell my cards. Yeah, they're saying you're forgetting about the happiness factor here. So you're trying to do the right thing, but you're forgetting that the most important thing with any job that you have is it's something that makes you happy.
Cards up.
Oh, okay. My pleasure. Is that good?
Bottom one, that was the biggest problem.
There we go. So this is a good time for you to reassess, what you're doing for a job. It's not just about money. And the messages are coming in. Oh, well. And here we talk about a job not being about money, and we have an opportunity coming in, but it's one that you're not seeing. So listen a little bit more carefully. And instead of worrying about just getting ahead, start thinking about the things that'll make you happy. Because one of the things about this coin that's attracting my eye is this couple here, and sharing grapes, and it just talks about being a little bit more bohemian and just enjoying life for the sake of enjoying life. Okay, and then when you get into passion and the fire, what your guides are saying as far as the things that should motivate you in life is that whoever, I'm getting a feeling here right here that the message is that you need to rise above the programming of your youth. You know, it feels like somehow you got that message where no one is going to listen to you, or you can't be this, or you can't be that. And that little detractor comes out every time you try and get ahead. And your guides are saying, you know, filter it out a little bit better. Know that not everything you were told as a child is valid. Okay, and then we look at going forward and how your life is going to flow going forward. And you have the Eight of Swords reversed. And what I just got done telling you, I think you're starting to realize that, because the Eight of Swords reversed is about self-imposed obstacles falling away. So look for your guides are saying, let those obstacles fall away. Quit holding yourself back. Okay. So thank you for tuning in. And next,
we have Chahoti, who wants ancestors' guidance.
all right.
Indeed.
It's so nice to be able to see the to see the chat now. So this is thank you. I'm really grateful that the producer has put the chat in front of me, and I know we'll still have to figure out a few bugs, but Jehote wants to know about ancestors, spirit guides, and ancestors, and what they have to say. And the way the cards are jumping, I think they might have some pretty important things to say to you, actually. Okay, so northeast, southwest. Northeast, south, and west. Okay, so about your grounding, this is, you have the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is a student, an inspired student, and somebody who is going forward and gathering knowledge. And so your guides are saying this is a good time for you to go back to school, do some, do reading, do meditations, start opening up your centers and open yourself up for knowledge. And one thing that draws my eye in this card is that black cat there. And sometimes cat can be seen as a spirit animal. And you did ask for spirit messages, so that idea of, whatever classes, books, knowledge that's put in front of you, make sure you absorb it well. So then we go to the east, and the east is air. The air is the messages, and the message for you has to do with the King of Coins. And the King of Coins is somebody who's well established, who can help you out. And it's, it feels like he's maybe sitting on a high throne, so people might think that he's inaccessible. But if you look at his face, he's got a really friendly face. And I think what your spirit guides are telling you is that people that you think won't help you out because they seem a little aloof, take the time to talk to them. Give your higher ups a chance. If you want to move ahead, say, I want to move ahead. But it says there are people above you that you can trust, that seem like they're that they're inapproachable, but they are approachable. So approach the inapproachable. And then when we look at the area of your passion, we have lovers' games. So your ancestors are saying that this year is going to be a good year for love and lovers' games. So you've got and the Eight of Wands moves fast. So you've got passion coming in pretty fast. And then we look at, last but not least, west and the water and things moving forward. And you've got the Knight of Swords. And the Knight of Swords moves forward fast. He doesn't necessarily see he doesn't necessarily see the path ahead, and sometimes he rides so roughshod that he'll trip over his own feet. But the message here seems to be that no matter what, just keep moving forward, keep pushing forward, don't get stuck. Okay. And thank you so much for tuning in. All right.
And our next question is from McMala, who wants to know about her
Hi.
junior research fellowship.
Ooh, that's exciting.
That does sound exciting.
All right. So,
After that, we have a question for the wheel.
ooh, good.
Wheel!
The producer's Wheel of Truth. Do we have any better name? Any suggestions out there for the producer's wheel?
That don't come from me because mine have all been shot down by the executive producer over there.
I spared you the producer's wheel of misogyny, folks. So will I qualify Junior Research Fellowship for 2022? Oh, that sounds like a piggy. All right. And we are going to do a classic 3-card spread on that. Ooh, really competitive. Very competitive. This one right here says, watch your back. Watch your back. This is really competitive, and there are people there that will play dirty. Okay. A little bit about imbalance. That's interesting. Because when I look ahead, you've got the 9 of Wands, but it's the 9 of Wands reversed. And the 9 of Wands, when it's upright, it talks about being stuck in a certain spot. But when it's reversed, it talks about doors opening. And I was a little worried at first because I get this whole nasty competition and this idea that it's stolen a lot. And then going into temperance, this temperance, but it's temperance reverse. So there's this lack of balance. There's this, the word corruption keeps coming through there. But having said that, no matter what, you need to, make sure that you participate, because it looks like there's walls being torn down. So you might not get it first, but it leads you to something better. So will you qualify? No. Is it worth going into it? And will it lead me to another even better opportunity? Yes. So go for it and know that there's something better there too. And I'm sorry for the rest of what I see. That's just not your monkey, not your monkeys, not your circus.
And just a reminder, all readings are for entertainment purposes only and aren't so entertaining, aren't you?
Yes, we are.
Next, Double A wants to know whether she should move on from Ankit. Let's see what the spin the wheel says. Not spinning. It's not spinning. Wheel broke.
You broke the wheel?
I broke the wheel.
Oh, no.
Supposed to work.
Oh, dear. Well, so AA says, should I move on from Ankit? And what does my spirit guides want from me? Okay. So, whoops. I love this. The 9 of Cups is a wish card. It comes out reversed. And so your spirit guides are saying, be careful what you wish for. You might just get it. So I have a feeling, sometimes our guides give us exactly what we want. It will give us exactly what we ask for, not what we want, kind of thing. It looks like you're actually getting something that you asked for here. Somehow. Okay. So let's just do a standard 3-card spread. Yeah, I can see where you're not too happy about moving. Moving's stressful. And it sucks, and you've kind of gotten to know people there. It feels to me like you want to stay there because there's certain friends that you have there. Well, should you move on? Yes. Yes, this is the time for you to make some sacrifices and sacrifice the present for the future. Yes. Yes. And when I look here, you've got the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is a fiery new beginning. So yeah, this is a time for you to move on, maybe burn a few bridges. And they are reminding you that this is what you asked for. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. It's lovely to see you. Make sure that you tell all your friends. Tell your friends about me.
Tell your friends about me too.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
I mean, I do free stuff.
He does.
Like tell you about our next sponsor. No, we don't have any sponsors yet. But you know what, guys? Why don't you just call these guys over here? Yeah, 519-272-1293. You can make your appointment with Sally in person to get a reading. Sit down at a table for the entire time. She'll answer all of your questions. And that does happen in person at the spa near the tracks, downtown Stratford. You need to put those cards down, Sally.
Okay, yes, I do. I'm reading the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, Joseph has it. Joseph has a suggestion.
Yeah. It's time for therapy cards.
Okay, so before that, I just wanted to point out that Joseph has an awesome suggestion, calling it Computer Generated Oracle, or SIGO for short.
We're still working on the soundboard sound effects of the toilet flushing.
Okay, so we're doing the Oracle cards now. And this is so everybody can have a reading. And so we're going to do 3 cards. And you pick one for the week ahead. And I used the Crystal Oracle cards for this. And they were a gift from my cousin. Thanks, cuz. All right. So, card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. So, which one resonates with you? Card number 1, card number 2, or card number 3? For the week ahead, did you pick card number 1? If you did, then the week ahead for you is Kyanite. It says cutting cords. And I love Kyanite. It's kind of like this. It's a high, gentle energy stone. It's a Mr. Clean of stones. It's really good at bouncing back negative energy, and it never needs cleansing, and it will actually cleanse the stones around it. It's also used as a hardener in concrete. And so it is about putting up that tough shield. So this is a week for you to put up a tough shield, a stiff upper lip, and it's also a good week for you to kind of get rid of the things in your life that are negative, that aren't doing you any good. Take the card's advice and cut some cords. So, did you pick card number 2? Well, if you pick card number 2, then this week your stone is calcite. And calcite, it is about acceptance. Calcite is, we see calcite, some forms of calcite are also called onyx. And so we see it as all kinds of little carved chess pieces and little animals. And I really like calcite. It's kind of got, it sometimes almost looks like candy. And so it is a stone. The word is acceptance. So with calcite, it's a very adaptable stone. And in all of its forms, it does tend to bounce back negativity. It tends to put us in a more positive state of mind. So this is a good week for you to look at what's ahead of you. What's in front of you, I should say, and how you can best use it to your own advantage. Be adaptable. Be a little bit of a MacGyver this week. It'll work out for you. Did you pick card number 3? Well, if you pick card number 3, then this week you have rose quartz. Love. Love, 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 love. Another aspect of the rose quartz is rose quartz tends to bring what you need to you. Okay? So pay attention to what the universe puts in front of you this week and know that this is what you need. So whatever news put in front of you, you just have to stop and say, well, why do I need that? Okay, so have a great week, everybody.
We're not done yet.
Well, I'm still wishing them a great week.
Okay.
Okay, so
Suzanne is next.
yes,
She wants the regular.
I know. Well, she says that last week was challenging, and yeah, she just wants general reading.
Yeah,
I get it.
Woo! Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne. Okay.
And I think after that we'll do the old celebrity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, we don't have any other questions anyhow.
And by the way, I love Joseph's suggestion. Does anybody else have any suggestions?
I'm sorry, Joseph, but I hate it.
He just wants to call it the wheel of misogyny.
No. That one's a joke. That one was a joke. Yes.
Okay, Suzanne. Let's see what the cards have to say for you. And we'll just look at your northeast, southwest. I can tell you one thing that your guides are whispering into my ears. You need to quit letting a couple little imps get under your skin the way they do. Now you have children now. You know not to let your nerves get jumped on like that. Okay, so Suzanne. So we have as we come into it, we have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So things are turning for you, but you're not sure whether you like the direction they're turning or not. And I can see what you mean. But it's kind of like the weather. If you don't like the results, just wait 5 minutes. And you have the star reversed in your east. So it looks like you didn't get everything you wanted. I can see where this is this has been a difficult week. You've had to hear the word no, and it just hasn't gone over well. So we go to the south, passion, your fire. Whew, you've got the 10 of coins. And so it is all about home and hearth. So that's a good place for your passions to lie. And it looks like at home things are it feels like that's your sanctuary. So they're saying that even though things aren't changing, things are changing and not necessarily in the way you want them to. They are reminding you that you've got this wonderful home to escape to. And then when we look at the west, and see what's flowing in for you, you've got the 6 of coins, but it's the 6 of coins reversed. And when it's right side up, it's a flow of money, but it's like little coins at a time. But when it's reversed, then you've got the big coins at the bottom. So then it's the big coins coming out. So with both these cards, especially the Wheel of Fortune, there's an idea that the Road of Fortuna is always turning. And even though it might not be turning in your direction today, it will. It will. And the star here is saying maybe you're being a little short-sighted. Because with the star says, dream big, dream large, pour it out with both hands. And you might be holding yourself back a little bit. But there's a reminder that you have a wonderful home to go home to. And that, when you look ahead, things do break out a little bit better. So don't worry that you've had a setback. Progress is 2 steps forward and 1 step back. So that's a 1 step back.
Apparently, we've skipped Chris a couple of times.
We did.
Yeah, must have happened in that scrolling fiasco of 2022.
Okay. So, well, I thought I did.
Nope, he says he didn't.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Oh, yeah, I say so too.
I got the cards in my hands.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Brother Creek Chris, I've asked a couple times for April 24th, did I take the right road with saying yes?
Oh, yeah, you want to flip a coin? Because that's yes or no question.
Well, just 1, 2, 3. Pretty simple. Yes. You've got the three of cups. So yes, this is the right milestone. This is the right move ahead for you, and it's nice to know that those around you are happy for you. So I think that's why you got tribute the first time out. Yeah, and you'd gotten the Knight of Cups, and now you've got the Page of Cups. So yeah, it's an opportunity. It's a learning opportunity. It's cups are good. You know, cups are good. And then there's justice. It's it's a well deserved step forward. Yes, of course you did the right thing.
Awesome. Glad to hear it. Well, you want to find out who your mystery celebrity guest reading is this week?
Oh, okay.
All right. This week's mystery celebrity guest reading is the Canadian Paralympic team.
The Canadian Paralympic team.
Yeah, let's see how our Canadian Paralympic athletes are doing in Beijing. The game started on Friday.
Okay. So, how are our Paralympics doing? Yeah. Actually going to do northeast, southwest for them. North, east, south, and west. Okay. They've already gotten one gold coin. They've already gotten one gold medal, and plus that, they have. I don't know whether it's really old coaches. As they come into it, you've got this idea of, and I'm pretty sure I'm looking at Coach, the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who's he's a leader, but he brings experience, but he also brings the right attitude. Okay, and we'll get to you, Zena. Okay, so it looks like they're going to win a total of 4 gold medals. I'm not sure, I don't know about medal count or anything like that. I get this idea of the pentacles being gold medals, but the eight of coins, 8 of cups, I think are medals. It feels like they're going to miss their medals goal by 1. Like however many they wanted to win, they're going to miss it by 1. And I think they want to win 9 and they'll win 8. Oh, they wanted to win 8 and they'll win 7. But out of those 7, 4 of them are gold. So yeah, they're doing pretty well. They're bringing exactly that the message going forth, and they've already done well enough that they already feel like they'll come home victorious, thanks to their coach.
Well, check at that. It's not even 48 hours into competition yet, and we are kicking.
We are.
I have absolutely no idea how many events there are.
Neither do I.
I'm looking forward to seeing some of them.
Sure. Okay, Zena.
I wonder though, like, skeleton. I mean, how much of a thrill is it to watch skeleton? And what do they going to break their neck? Oh, that was definitely 3.
Yes. That's 1.
No, that's all 3 at the same time. I'm pretty sure there's nobody laughing there.
No, there isn't.
Maybe,
okay.
Yeah, you know what? The old grumpy Bill Maher is probably laughing. So, Tina, Steven, take it away.
Okay. Xena, does Steven plan on talking to me again? All right. So you gotta be asking yourself, is Steven worth it? Okay. Xena, Steven. And again, we'll do the northeast, southwest. And so the grounding, the general now of the situation between you and Stephen is King of Pentacles. And there's this, like you said, does Stephen plan on talking to me again? And the King of Pentacles can be really freaking stubborn. And silent treatment, I just, I'm not liking the vibes I'm getting off of it, but I never thought that silent treatment was a good idea anyhow. And ghosting somebody is not a way to get rid of them, And right now, it just feels like he's not doing the right thing by being so silent. So messages, the East, the Hanged Man reversed. So yeah, he's. Again, the Hanged Man reverse when in the area of messages says that you're not getting any messages. It's not coming through. It feels like there's almost a reverse flow. So there's messages going from you to him, but he's just not answering. And I don't get a good feeling about this. And I just question whether you should be waiting for him. Do you have a signed contract? Are you married? Are you actually that committed to him? I'm not comfortable with the vibes I'm getting here. So we look at, see, even there, when you look at the passion, the South passion, you've got the Seven of Swords, but Seven of Swords reversed. And it's a particularly nasty, toxic sword. It's kind of like being mean just for the sake of being mean. I'm not liking the vibes I'm getting here at all. So let's look to the west to see how things flow. Okay, yeah. He'll talk to you again, and it's giving me a 5, which means you may have to wait all the way till May to hear from him. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Haven't texted him. He's my son's father. Yeah, so yeah, right now he's being a what, a not nice word that rhymes with sick. But it looks like when I look at this one of the aspects there is that idea of pleading poverty. And he's pleading poverty at a point where he has money. So if you're trying to get money from him, don't accept a poverty plea. The cards don't like him very much, Xena. So I wish I could give you better news about him. Okay.
Well, I think that was the last question of the night. We're
all right.
done. It's a little bit after 10 o'clock, so that works out great.
Anybody who would want to see me in person, make an appointment at the spa near the tracks. 272-129 no 519-272-1293.
You got it.
I did. I got it right. Okay. And so I wanted to talk to you a little bit about my retreats. I ended up having to cancel the tarot retreat this weekend, but I did get a suggestion, and I'd really like to see what you guys have to say, is it is instead of doing the accommodations and having a hotel stay, to just do the classes like a 9 to 5 on Saturday and a 9 to 5 on Sunday. What would you guys think about me doing it like that, where we would start the classes at 9 and we'd have 4 units and include a lunch, and you'd just go home at 5? So let me know what you think. Anybody who would like to send me a question or a comment or set up an online reading can contact me by email at thequeenofoogaboga@gmail.com. And if you send your question by email, your question will be answered first. Okay.
Well, that's it. That's all. Good night, folks. Have yourselves a great week ahead. Stay warm, stay dry. If it's windy out, put a couple of irons in your pocket to keep it from blowing away.